Hello and a very warm welcome to you. I'm Hayley Palmer and it's so good to have you on tonight's show because we have such a special treat for you. Yes, we are joined by the brilliant Mark Shaw from Jerico, and here is what happened when I caught up with him. Mark Shaw, how you doing?
Hi, Hayley. I'm good. Thank you very much for having me on.
Can I just say, 2 years in the making.
Yeah.
Here we are.
We made it.
We made it happen.
I turned up.
Yeah, he turned up. But what's really nice is that we actually did an interview in lockdown.
We did.
And I can remember it was just like, oh, lockdown.
Yeah.
But you came on, you made everyone happy.
Thank you.
I think you were just getting out to gig again and
I was,
do the
yeah.
Let's Rock concerts, which is
Correct.
really nice. And here we are years later.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming, but it's great to see you.
Yeah, you too. So you've been very, very busy, haven't you? We're going to talk about lots of that. First of all, we're going to kick off with the big area, which is the acoustic version, isn't it?
Yeah, this is something I actually filmed in lockdown with Deeral, and it's something that we planned to release at the time. We gave you one version of a track called The Happening for the last show, and this one's sort of, it's still stayed in the archive, so I thought I'd whip it out. Yes. And give you the exclusive.
And was it a charity fundraiser?
It was a fundraiser for Help Musicians UK.
Oh,
yeah. Because we never get any help, you see. Everyone's like charities for this, charities for that, and no one thinks about poor, starving musicians. So I thought I'd do something for them.
Okay, yes, I like that. Well, we're going to go into the song, and I'll be speaking to Mark more after this.
I was taken by surprise. I was shattered by your eyes, living far beyond my means. Do you know how that feels? I was waiting for so long. I was praying to be wrong, only holding out to see and believing there's only one strong enough or hard enough to give you up. Well, in this big area of mine, sometimes you break me up inside, saying I won't let you go. Got that feeling that anyone who comes to know you long enough will give you away. Well, there was never one as I who could stand the reasons why, who would even take the time. Did you care? Was I right? Only once did you try, and even then it was hard enough just for you to realize or believe there was only one strong enough or hard enough to give you up. Well, in this big area of mine, sometimes you break me up inside, saying I won't let you go. Got that feeling that anyone who comes to know you long enough will give you away. In this big area, well, in this big area of mine, sometimes you break me up inside, say was taken by surprise. I was shattered by your eyes, breaking down on something so right and so fine.
This next song is going out to Jane, who I know is a huge fan of Jerico. So this one, Jane, is for you.
So lonely on your own, so hard to be alone. Know you were once before. Someone came and opened up the door, and then out you flew. Out you flew, and all you saw was someone standing with their dreams. Run, run away in your darkest hour. I will be the only one to send relief, the only chance for you. Suddenly strange, it opens up and finds something deep inside that tells you you are free to lend yourself such assuming games. Take yourself and make your name and leave you there without your dreams. Run, run away in your darkest hour. I will be the only one to send relief, the only chance you see. Run away in your darkest hour. I will be the only one who knows just how to scold you and to say, run. Now it's come to pass. Now we're here at last. I know you sometimes think of me. Know a foolish child would scream. It's hard to think and hold you tight. It's hard to be unbending when there's everything you stripped from me. So run, run away, 'cause in your darkest hour I will be the only one to send relief, only chance for you. Run on in your darkest hour. I will be the only one who knows just how to hold you once again. Run on.
Now, a little birdie told me, Mark, that you've got a box set coming out.
Indeed, so yeah, it's called Before the Future.
Yes.
And it's out on Cherry Red Records on the 23rd of August. And it's a 4 CD box set, so I'm really excited about it. It's everything we ever recorded from 1984
Wow.
until, well, as a band,
Yeah.
the original band from 1984 until 1989.
Gosh.
So it's the first 2 albums in their entirety, with all the extra tracks from there, those that were sort of released on B-sides or whatever, and then we got all the other B-sides that's weren't ever released on CD, and 12-inch mixes, and even a handful of demos. So there's 17 tracks that were never released on CD previously. So it's and a sort of 16-page booklet with me waffling on about things. So,
it's a real treat.
But it's a real collector's edition. Yeah, it's everything we ever recorded as a band. So
is there like a favourite of yours on there, or can you say that or not?
Yeah, there's a track I love because I'm kind of biased because I co-produced the first album and then co-produced 3 tracks on the second album. So it's one of those 3 tracks on the second album. It's called Under Fire. And I love it because its political content is relevant still today. It's about kind of ethnic cleansing, really. Nice little happy subject. But it's just got something, it's got some Aboriginal sounds in it. And it's just something which means a lot to me because it's, I think musically it was different from anything else we ever recorded.
Right.
So I like the feel of it, and it's kind of funky and dirty and a little bit different.
We love that. So just to remind everyone at home, it's going to be out on the
23rd of August. And it's called Before the Future on Cherry Red Records.
No excuse, you have to get your hands on it.
Thank you.
Put details on the screen below to remind you. But you've also been doing stuff with Gary Davies, haven't you?
I have indeed,
What's
yeah.
all that about?
Well, Gary's a lovely friend. He's an old mate of mine. And he does his own show on Radio 2 called Sounds of the 80s on a Saturday. And they took it out on the road. So he very kindly asked me to go and sing with him last year, and I did one show with him where I just get up and do 3 songs. He DJs amazingly, him and his producer Johnny California for 2 or 3 hours, and it's just this mad 80s party.
That sounds
mega
like
mixes
my
of
kind of
stuff.
party.
Yeah, you'd love it.
Oh, it is.
Everybody's on their feet having fun, and then I come on, and everybody leaves. No, it's great. So I did one with him in Derbyshire. Then he asked me to come back and do Nottingham, and then we did Woking, and then this year we've done Blackpool. A couple of weeks ago, great doing Blackpool Tower. Then a couple of weeks ago, we did Cheese and Grain in Frome and Somerset. It was lovely, which is a bit of a legendary venue because McCartney played there, of course. And then in October, we're playing at the G Live in Guildford. So they're great fun, and I really have fun because it's just I just do 3 songs live and then get up and sort of dance around a bit to this 80s stuff with Gary, and it's lovely. It's fantastic dances.
It's
great.
such nostalgia, isn't it, for people?
It's great fun. It's pure entertainment, and it's just to get there and just sort of celebrate the past, really.
Well, we found a little clip of you
Oh no, really?
at one of these parties. Here we go. Oh, I love it.
Thank
I
you.
need to come to the next one.
You do.
We all need to at home.
We'll
don't
drag
we?
you up, Hayley.
Absolutely. You don't need to drag me up. I'll be there 100%. But we're going to go into actually a solo single of yours called Under Your Spell. Now, this is from 1991.
Yeah, that's right.
Bring back memories?
It does. I've got a fantastic band on that. Andy Taylor played on it. Guy Pratt, amazing guitarist, that's a bass player. We've got Neil X from Zig Zig Sputnik. Garrett on guitar, Gary Wallace, amazing drummer from Pink Floyd. And it's a track I co-wrote with Guy, and he's a bit of a hero of mine. He was the bass player in Pink Floyd for ages, always wanted to work with him. We recorded it as a bit of a kind of tongue-in-cheek homage to 1970s cock rock, so it was just supposed to be a bit of fun. And then EMI released it as a single, and it wasn't a huge hit, it went sort of in the top 60 somewhere, but I really liked it, and the video's a load of fun. And it very rarely gets shown, so I thought we'd pop that on to you.
We'll give you a little treat right now.
Thank you.
Young girl,
Now, this is exciting because I've got loads of live dates that you're
Yeah.
going to be performing.
I am indeed.
I've got my phone for this because there's so many. So let's go through it. We've got the return tour.
Yes.
So this is in November and December. You're going to the London O2 Academy, Birmingham, Liverpool, Oxford.
Yeah, it's great.
We love that for you.
Thank
Then
you
you've
very
got
much.
the Pizza Express Lives, haven't you?
I'm doing that on the 24th of this month of August, which is something I'm doing to sort of celebrate the release of Before the Future. So, yeah, come along to that. If you want to get tickets, that's the link there below. And there's still a few left, so come along.
Do you know what? I love those gigs at the Pizza Express venues because they're small and they're intimate, and
They
sometimes
are.
that's actually so much nicer than those big venues where it feels a bit lost sometimes, you know.
Pizza Express Live have a unique sound system. They're brilliant. The acoustic's fantastic, but the actual PAs are amazing.
Yeah.
And there's only a couple of them that exist. One is the one in Soho, and the other one is in Holborn, and I love them to pieces. They're great performance spaces, and they just sound great.
Yeah.
You know, which is rare for an acoustic show.
Those ones.
Yeah, Pizza Express Live, come down.
Absolutely, and then good pizza as well.
Good pizza. Yeah, we love pizza.
I love pizza.
So do I. I love
People are like,
pizza.
are you going to get through that pizza? And I'm like, oh yeah, don't worry, I'll be fine.
I only do it for the
Take
free
home.
pizza.
No, I'm good. We've also got you doing the Mark Shaw then Jerico solo.
That's going to be with Gary Davies. That's going to be...
That's Gary
Davies. In October the 10th, I think it is, in 10th or 11th on the...
11th, yeah.
Thank you, 11th, thank you, at G Live in Guildford.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds good. And then are you going to Spain?
Yeah, I've just returned from Spain, actually. I've done a lot of shows in Spain. I've done... and they are solo shows. So I go out and I play festivals, and it's all kind of dance stuff. But I did some dance versions of my songs specifically for the Spanish market. And they kind of love them. I do quite well in Spain, and I love going there because it's warm.
It's a
and
good holiday,
you don't
isn't
go in
it?
Spain, it's a little holiday.
Speak Spanish?
Un poco solo. Un poco solo. Me no habla español, pardon. Yeah, I love it because you go on stage about 2 or 3 in the morning, so you sound check at 10 in the morning, and you go on stage about a week later.
Right.
But they're great. The Spanish audiences are fantastic. They are so enthusiastic, and they all dance. And I mean, the British crowds are great too, but in Spain, people really love to dance. So you go out there and you go, ole, and they all go, ah. They just go for it, and it's great fun.
That's
So I'm
good.
very lucky.
And do you still really get that buzz when you perform? Because
I do, Hayley.
especially after things like lockdown and stuff, and
Yeah.
you know, you get that buzz, and then the audience, you know, when you were there, it's just like it's nothing like a live concert.
Absolutely. I mean, it took me a while after lockdown to get back in the groove, really, because I sort of,
it?
first time I was on stage, all these people are looking at me.
Yeah,
Oh my
yeah.
god!
It's too much.
But yeah, I've always loved it, and because I never plan my performances, it's just
Okay.
so I'm called sort of Captain Chaos because things tend to happen while I'm on stage. Bits of equipment go flying, clothes come off. You know, it's just there's never any equipment left for anybody else to use when I finish. So it's all a bit wild. But I never, because I don't plan them.
Proper
so
rock
it is
star
spontaneous.
behaviour.
It is proper rock star. A lot of pointing and shouting going. I was pointing. But it's just that because they're spontaneous, even though I do rehearse the actual music, you know, I never know what's going to happen, so it keeps it fresh.
Yeah.
And I kind of feed off what people want, and if people shout something out, I try and play it for them. But yeah, I love playing live. It's a great buzz.
Well, we've actually got a live clip of you, Mark, right here.
Thank you, Hayley.
Yeah, definitely rock star behaviour there. Loving that, loving that. But we're going to go into The Motive.
We are indeed,
Can we
yeah.
do that? So from 1987.
I released it in '87. I wrote it in '86.
Right.
And released it in '87. It was our first real proper hit. The first one that kind of went into the top 20. Until then, all our singles were sort of statements of intent, and they went up, they either bounced off the top 40 or they lingered around there. And this is the first one that kind of got us on top of the pops and stuff. So yeah, it was. It's a very special
that
song. for us.
programme.
So do I. Bring it back. Bring back top of the
It
pops.
wouldn't be the same, but we
Well,
could
you could present it. That'd be even better.
There we go. Something like life plans here. That'd be amazing. We both present it.
That'd be even better. I love it.
See how it is.
Night comes down and moments go. The rats go by and by. Everyone just turns around and waits to feel inside. Down you came with all you know and captured my desire. Ain't it true?
about you, Mark. Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
Here we go.
And
So,
slightly nervous, I must
you should
admit.
be, you should be. So, you've had 37 jobs.
I have, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I got fired from all of them.
What?
I really did. I was unemployable. I started off, I was working from being a young lad up in Newcastle, and I worked in a garage and stuff like that. I was a grease monkey. And my dad had worked for various car companies. He was a docker from Newcastle, and then we ended up working in garages, and so he worked for Esso. So I ended up getting jobs, and then I got into advertising when I was about 15, 16. I got kicked out of school quite early. I didn't go much. I went to about 14 different schools because we moved all over the country, and I was always the new kid. And then I ended up sort of just going out and getting jobs because I didn't have an education as such. But I wasn't very good. I wasn't very good at things like timekeeping or discipline or doing what I was told. I wasn't good at that stuff. I don't take orders very well. I have problems with authority figures.
Yeah, I do.
So I kept getting fired. Thinking, who was supposed to be here yesterday? And I'd say, why, what happened, you know? So, yeah, I got fired a lot from everything. And then I formed a band.
It's like quite an achievement, 37.
Well, they just expected me to turn up wearing what they wanted me to wear and be polite and stuff. I mean, you know, how dare they?
Like I said, rockstar behaviour. I like it. I like it.
3-hour lunch hours, you know, that sort of stuff. That's what I was into.
Oh, okay. That could be a whole book you could write
It
on
could be a book,
couldn't
couldn't it? Yeah, yeah.
Totally. We'd all read it. The next fact is that your brother was an ice skater, professional ice skater.
Yeah.
And he lives in Australia.
He still does. My brother Richard. Hi, Richard. How are you, mate? He lives in Sydney, and yeah, he's one of my heroes. My brother. He was lovely.
Aww.
He's a very talented
Your
man.
older brother?
Older brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4 years older than me. Way better looking and twice as smart. I hate him. No, I love him. And yeah, he was a chef, and he was a very professional, very talented professional ice skater, and toured the world. Went to Russia and China and all these places, and was an amazing athlete. And Richard always kind of had so many choices because he had so many talents, and it's just a matter of settling on one. And a bit like me, he's a bit of a dilettante. He kind of kept changing and doing different things. But yeah, I miss him. I haven't seen him for a while, so I want to get out to Australia and see him.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It'll be lovely, yeah.
God, ice skating's a skill, isn't it?
It is indeed.
I want to do the headbanger. You know, when
you?
they get a hold of your feet and just go like that.
Oh, you want to do that, do you?
Yeah.
Brave girl. Brave girl. Yeah, my brother used to be the one in the wheel when they do the Catherine wheel that would revolve. He'd always be the very last one, have to skate and catch her because he was the fastest.
What?
Yeah, so he broke his leg eventually because he went too fast and went flying into the crowd.
Okay. Person. Okay, next fun fact is that you did a song with Belinda Carlisle.
I did, yeah, a track called What Does It Take, which was on the second album, The Big Area Outside album, and Belinda came and sang back in vocals. It was going to be like a duet sort of thing, and then she ended up just singing on the chorus, which just kind of made sense because she's a much better singer than me, so it would have been mainly Belinda with me in the background. But it was great, yeah, and it was a little bit of a hit here. Did better in America, but she was a dream to work with, and she's so talented. You know, we're all very nervous around her because it's like, oh my God, yeah, I mean, it's Belinda Carlisle. I mean, she's a ledge, you know. She's a great singer, great voice, and a fantastic performer.
The name the Jericho came from the Bible.
It did, yeah. Yeah, it was based upon the kind of the walls of Jericho being brought down by trumpets and by sound, subsonics, basically. So the idea of the power of sonics. And I like the idea that music. They say music can't change the world. Well, it did in that situation. And although it is a kind of an analogy or a metaphor to some degree, but there is an amount of truth to it because they did blow ram's horns and they did play trumpets, and yeah, the mass power of sound can actually make walls crumble. Subsonics make people very nervous. Hitchcock used them a lot in his movies, and I just like the idea that you can change the world with power of sound, which we haven't done, but there's a tenuous connection.
Well, I want to give a shout out to Jane because she asked that question as well, where the name the Jericho came from.
Hi,
Jane. There you go as well.
There you go. Yep.
Big shout out to Jane, and this song here is for you.
You keep saying you're doing your best. Still you're east, it's my west. So take a look around, compare you to the rest, and it keeps me hanging on. Hey, what does it take to break through, to know you're Hey, what does it take?
lovely viewers. So Simon says, has there been something funny that has happened on stage or off stage that you can tell us?
Yeah, well, I get pulled in the crowd quite a lot. That tends to happen.
Really?
But I kind of go down to the front barriers. But something that happened about 20 years ago was I shattered both of my heels. I was playing...
I read something about this.
Yeah, I was playing a gig at Café de Paris. Why I've got the old walking stick. I was playing at Café de Paris, and there was some lunatic who was throwing glasses onto the stage and bottles into the crowd. And there was a big PA and a balcony. I always used to climb on the PA during one of the songs,
right,
sing to the people in the balcony, climb across the balcony, run around the back, down the steps, down through the crowd, and back on stage. So I get up to onto the speakers this night, and all these bottles are on top, all these champagne bottles, and they're falling into the crowd. And they're missing people's heads by an inch, so the crowd couldn't see. And this guy was just an idiot. Anyway, so I don't drink anymore, but at the time I'd had quite a lot. So I decided to go and sort the situation. I'll take care of this, lads, you know. Up I went, and he took a swing at me, and the speakers started to go, and all the bottles started to fall in. So I had to jump 20 feet, and I landed on the edge of the edge of the sprung dance floor. There's a metal ring around the outside of a dance floor, and I landed on it, and my legs went straight through my heels, and my heels exploded. Yes, that was quite fun. And I was in a wheelchair for 2 years, and they told me I was never going to walk again. But at least he left quite hurriedly because he realised there was a lunatic in the house. So he finally decided it was a good idea to leave. But I was lying on my back like this.
It must have been such a shock, though, yeah.
I was in shock. I crawled back on stage, couldn't get up, and I didn't know why I couldn't stand up. But I didn't manage to grab the mic and just kept singing and finished the song.
Did you?
Yeah, finished the show.
What an absolute pro! I'd have been like, no.
But then what funny thing was, all the lights went out. At the end of the show, and everybody left the stage, and all these people came on stage and started dancing. I was lying there like this until the son of the MC came, and he said, "Are you all right, old boy?" And I said, "Not really, no."
No.
Yeah. But the worst thing was I bought a brand new pair of Chelsea boots that I loved, and I had to cut them off.
No.
Yeah. I was like, "No, you will not cut my boots." I thought, this guy's mad.
No. Like Café de Paris. I think that's shut down now, isn't it?
Unfortunately, it's gone. You know,
Hayley,
Hayley,
lovely venue, wasn't it?
Isn't it lovely? It was there from the 30s, and Bogart used to go there, and Lauren Bacall, and Noel Coward, and it lasted until just after lockdown. And then I think that's what put it under. I think it turned it into a car park. But it's terrible. It's in so many films. It had so much, as you say, history.
Yeah.
And it's one of those places you'd play, and you could feel it in the walls. You could feel the legacy.
You could. You really, really could. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that.
That's all right. But I'm walking. I said I wasn't going to walk, and I'm walking.
Yeah, exactly.
So there's your funny story.
There we go. It's not funny, but and Anna says, do you have a ritual before you go on stage? Is there something that you do every time? Do you still get nervous?
Yeah, I turn into more than a prat than I normally am. What I do is I tend to I warm up singing a bit of Lulu, a bit of well. I do better than that. And then I'd sort of look in the mirror and I go, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. And I just look and I get myself on the zone and I stare at myself.
I think you do this every morning, like it's in life.
Yeah, it's like self-affirming.
Yeah.
An athlete taught me to do this, and just you convince yourself, I can do this, you can do this, you can do this. And then I jump up and down on the spot as much as my feet will allow me to these days, and run around screaming for about a minute. Go, ah! And sort of shake out all the demons.
I like that, just in life generally. Like, that might be a good idea, just to do that.
Tube, yeah.
Yeah. I think I need to do that this morning, you know, when I woke up. That's good.
But I'd certainly sort of
That's true, really, because
like
athletes are thinking winning the race, and you're thinking going on stage and nailing it. Same thing, isn't it?
That's it. Yeah, totally.
Positive affirmations. We like it.
There is affirmation. That's it.
We're going to have a lovely song now. We're going to have Love So Bright. Is that okay?
Thank you very much indeed.
Look into those pale blue eyes that so bright, so bright. Come on, come on, come
next 2 years.
We could.
But we want to remind everybody at home the following things. The box set.
Yep, which is out on the 23rd of August. It's called Before the Future. It's a 4-CD box set out on CD. Only bring back CD, I say.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you know. And that's out 23rd of August. Then we're celebrating that at Pizza Express Live. I'm playing a Then Jerico acoustic show, Pizza Express Live in Holborn, 24th of August. A few tickets are still left. Here's the link. Come along and join us. Our acoustic shows are not like other people's acoustic shows, trust me. Then we're going out on the road in November and December with the full band. And I'm playing a solo show with Gary Davies live on the 11th of October at G Live. And I'm just going to be all about the place. And if you want to catch up with me, please come to thenjerico.com or go to Mark Shaw Then Jericho at Facebook.
Because we're getting better at social media, aren't we?
I'm getting better at it, yeah. I figured it out, you know. I'm the wrong generation.
On TikTok.
Yes, I need to get onto TikTok. Hayley's told me TikTok's the place to be.
Well,
apparently.
It's like little mini clips. But people would like that. We do like that at home, don't we?
But then I've got to like, do my hair and red shirt, because I'm normally like that, you know.
It really is, it really is. But you know what, it's been so good to kind of catch up. And also, from the interview we did before,
yeah.
Fun
Thank you so much. You've always been so supportive to me.
No,
I really appreciate it.
Pleasure. You know what? I'm a big fan and a big fan of the 80s, and I think it's so nice that, you know, there's such a big thing and still coming to concerts and stuff. You know, I know people at home. You know,
I'm very lucky to it. Thank you. And I can also thank my lovely friend Warren Lee for letting us film here at the Mercer restaurant in Threadneedle Street, which is a brilliant English restaurant. I don't just say it because he's my mate. He actually makes fantastic food. And he's a Then Jericho fan, bless him.
Oh, that's good. That's good. He can stay.
Yeah, he can. He can.
Oh, it's been such a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Hayley. It's been lovely.
My show, everyone.
Thanks, Hayley. It's a love. Take care, people.
Huge thank you, Mark Shaw from Then Jericho. What an excellent guest on tonight's show. And thank you to you at home for supporting this show. It is so appreciated. Thank you. Now, I will see you same time, same place next week. I'm Hayley Palmer. Stay safe, and I will see you then.
Lips like sugar, sugar box. Since the day you walked into my dream, I have felt an older side of you, taking me and standing way above, making me dishonest with your love. Ooh, 'cause I was always far too lonely to believe you could want me back now, pray. Ooh, it was always second chances I received. like sugar.